Hello and welcome. You're watching Market Meter on Money9. I'm Sakshi Batra, and on this show we are going to be discussing about the market action in the first half of trade. We'll also get you introduced to a fundamental expert who shall help you understand how should you approach the markets in the current moment, as well as what should be investor strategy going on from here. Joining me is a very special guest on this show. I am joined by Kranti Batini of Wealth Mill Securities. Thank you very much and good afternoon to you, Mr. Batini. And I want to first begin by understanding from you. We've actually seen a very unusual day of trade in yesterday's trading session. You know, I'm sure that you would have been flooded with the calls yesterday from your clients asking about as to what has really happened and what will really happen to their trades and investments as well. I want to begin by understanding, such kind of incidences. What are the big learnings investors get from such incidences?
Sakshi, it's a quite unusual day, and exchange infrastructure is very complex. So these kind of glitches are very unusual in nature, but it may happen. There is a probability. So investor, while they are taking any kind of leveraged position, they get prepared for these kind of technical glitches. Of course, exchanges have tried their level best to start and resume the trading from the disaster recovery side, but it's not happened. So SEBI and other market infrastructures are there doing their inquiry into the things that happen. But investors, especially the traders, investors are not bothered about if the exchange is shut for, as Warren Buffett always says, if the exchanges are shut for 10 years also, you need not have to worry about your position. But
yes,
traders who are, especially the intraday traders who do the shorting and who do the all sort of strangle positions in F&O market, they are all need to get prepared these kind of glitches in the market.
Okay, understood. And coming to the trade today, we have seen that in the extended trade, even yesterday, we saw a sharp spike in the markets, especially in the banking sector. Of course, the triggers flowed in from the finance ministry and the statements thereof. We also saw later in the data that the foreign institutional investors poured in huge lots of money in yesterday's trade as well. So banking space has been on a fire. Is this space still, attractive to you? What is your approach to this space? Particularly for investors, how should they see this?
So, with respect to the banking sector is concerned, as we have been kept on telling, banking is the epicenter of the economy. As we can see the early signs of recovery in the economy, one of the key sector that's going to get benefited is banking and financial services. And especially right now, the current environment is the government is business friendly. And the statements that came from the Minister of Finance is completely in support of the banking and the industry. So that caused a humongous rally, what we are witnessing, especially in the banking stocks.
Right, absolutely. And also, Mr. Batini, I wanted to talk to you about the particular sectors like, say, IT, about also metal space, which has been outshining in the markets currently. What is your view on such spaces like IT, FMCG, auto, and also the metal space? And do you see that the investors should focus on any of these sectors particularly?
Especially the metal stocks have been shining from past fortnight.
Yeah.
Because there is as you are aware, the metals are cyclical in nature. They're coming out of the downtrend of the market. So there is an uptick in once there is an uptick in the economy, so it follows by the financial sector and it's followed by the auto sector. Once there is an uptick in the demand in the auto sector, it have a ripple effect on the demand for metals. And we have been witnessing some metal allied sectors also, like the calcining coke, which is used in the alumina. So there is a whole set of these stocks, metal stocks are currently, they have been rallying right now. They are coming, of course, they touched the rock bottom, and what we are seeing a catch-up rally in these stocks.
Right, right. Absolutely. Now, before coming to your stock recommendations for investors for today, I wanted to actually bring out the stocks that you've already recommended on our shows previously as well, since we have seen a very good traction on most of the stocks that you had recommended to us and all our viewers. Let's see one by one. You know, you had recommended Piramal Enterprises on 27 January on our show when it was priced at around 1420 rupees, and it has already jumped up about what 40% in less than a month already. Also, Hemisphere Properties has seen the similar kind of attraction, and that was also given during the same time. Apart from this, we've also seen names like Subex and ABB Power from your portfolio that you had recommended, which have already seen about 20% of a jump over here. Congratulations first on that for giving us these star picks for all the investors. But going on from here, any of the picks which the investors should continue to focus on?
Sakshi, see, these stocks have highest margin of safety, and the quality of the management is one of the key criteria to select these stocks and sharing with the investors. Of course, as markets are in a complete uptrend, and what we are witnessing is a complete bull rally. These stocks have given a handsome returns in past couple of months' time. We do believe there is immense value in these stocks, but as having said that, the stocks have rallied immensely. It's better to take some profit from the table, and if the market gives any sharp dip, investors can again re-enter the stocks at this moment.
Okay.
Purely, it is a market buy on dips, and book some wherever you will find excessive profits. It's better to take some profits from the table.
Okay, so it is still a buy on dips market, and all of these names are quality names for the long run as well. So as and when you get any dip, you can re-enter the stocks, or somehow you can book partial profits, even as Mr. Patini says, in some of these if you really are in need of money too. Let's move on to say what are your stock picks for the day? What do you have for our viewers for today?
Sakshi, today to share about the stock picking investment is concerned, I have one small cap company and another mid cap company. The
Okay.
first stock is a small cap company with a market cap less than 500 crores value. But the stock name is Asian Energy. It's a stock which is in the downstream of oil and gas services. As we have seen a demand in the oil and also a surge in the crude oil. Crude oil has been currently trading about $60 per barrel. So you will see heightened activity in the downstream uh, allied companies which are related to oil. This stock has Asian Energy have zero debt, and it is backed by Oil Max as the one of the key promoter, and they have a order book around 800 crores. They are into 2D and 3D seismic services into oil exploration activity. As whenever there is a sharp surge in the oil prices, there will be heightened activity with respect to the oil exploration activity is concerned. It's a very high margin business, and it's a cyclical in nature as the stocks, as the oil and the gas companies. What we are seeing, witnessing a rally in ONGC from the bottom of 80 to currently around 115 levels. So we can expect a good traction in Asian Energy. It's a quality management with zero debt, and the stock can deliver better return to the investors. They can buy at every dip and accumulate in their portfolio for the coming next few quarters.
Okay, for the next 3 quarters to 4 quarters, you can definitely add Asian Energy Services to your portfolio. You can see the current market price is somewhere around 97 rupees, and there's a 20% potential upside that the stock really has to offer in the long run for you, because it is backed by good fundamentals too. Another stock, what would be your next stock that you would want to recommend for today?
So actually, the second stock we have for investing is Mothers and Sumi.
Okay.
Every investor need to know about the past history of Mothers and Sumi systems in India as an investor. The stock with a market capitalization of 30 crores. Today, the stock is trading at a market capitalization of 65,000 crores. When the IPO came in the year 2002, the stock market capitalization 30 crores. Today at 65,000 crores. It created humongous wealth to the investors who stick and believed in the stock and kept on investing in these stocks. So we believe still there is a potential upside in this company with a high quality management, and the company operates in different geographies, nearly more than 25 countries across the globe. And they are the vendors to many of the global iconic brands of automobile. So we believe as the debt level is coming down, and what we are witnessing is a complete revival in the auto sector across the globe. And what the news we are getting is there is a shortage of semiconductors.
Correct.
So that shows the demand in the auto sector. And Motherson Sumi is in a best position right now to deliver best return to the investors in next couple of quarters. So
Okay.
buy Motherson Sumi at every dip. Try to build up and try to accumulate in your portfolio, and stock is going to deliver the best returns for the investors.
Okay, it's a very, very long
And
term kind of. Sorry, yes, go on, please.
yeah, the stock has proven in past the way it created wealth to the investors.
Absolutely. The stock has created wealth over the past, and it still has the potential over the long run to give your portfolio sharp returns from here on as well. So you could actually buy on every dip and accumulate for your portfolio, as Mr. Batini has recommended. Thank you, Mr. Batini, for sharing these insightful tips with all our investors and viewers today, and also sharing a market outlook that you have for the investors from here on as well. It's been a pleasure speaking to you as always. Let's move on to now see how the markets are trading at the moment. Remember, the markets have been rallying from yesterday's extended trading session and have been rising again above the milestone marks as well. You talk about the Sensex is still trading above the 51,115 mark. That's a 333 points of gain, or 0.66% of a jump that we are seeing. So it is actually inching closer to its day's high point as well. For the Nifty also, if you see, it is above 15,100 points now, 0.83% of a jump for that one. Although the Nifty Bank has slightly trimmed off the gains that it was seeing in the early trade, 1.12% of a gain for the Nifty Bank right now. 36,862 is the level at which it is trading at currently. From the broader market space, if you see, the mid-cap and the small-cap indices are also rising. In fact, they are outperforming the benchmark indices with over 1% gains at the moment as well. एक बार देख लेते हैं कि सेक्टोरल इंडिसेस में भी क्या कुछ असर देखने को मिल रहा है, लेकिन इससे पहले आप यहाँ पर देखिए कि नई जो लिस्टिंग हुई है वहाँ पर किस तरीके का मूव देखने को मिला है। तो न्यूरेका लिमिटेड की आज लिस्टिंग हुई। आज काफ़ी ग्रे मार्केट प्रीमियम में भी इंडिकेशंस इसी तरीके के थे कि अच्छी लिस्टिंग होगी, स्ट्रॉन्ग लिस्टिंग की यहाँ पर उम्मीद जताई जा रही थी। 55% तक के आसपास ये दोनों ही इंडाइसेस पे लिस्ट होता हुआ नजर आया प्रीमियम के ऊपर। और साथ ही आप देखेंगे कि 400 रुपये का इशू प्राइस था, लेकिन 666 के लेवल्स के आसपास ये ऑलरेडी लिस्ट होता हुआ नजर आया था। और अगर आप देखेंगे तो अभी भी ये जो गेन्स है ये और एक्सटेंड हो रहे हैं। 65% प्रीमियम ओवर द इशू प्राइस पर अभी भी ये जो स्टॉक है ये ट्रेड होता हुआ नजर आ रहा है। लेकिन अब completely we are out of time on this special edition. We'll wrap it up at that, but a whole lot of coverage on the markets front will be continued on Money9, so you stay with us. Thank you.